Hi, Ed from Crystal Clear Aquatics. I'm here on site in not so sunny Guildford, servicing a pond that I installed a couple of years ago. It's a great opportunity for me to show you how to service a couple of filtration units that I frequently get asked questions on. So these are the units here with the lids taken off, and you can see here that these are actually pretty clean. They're not too much muck on this system. You notice the blue identifying colours here. With Oase, anything blue is mechanical, it's designed to do something. So we've got the water entering here over this blue baffle, which you can move. Water enters this sieve, this screen area here, and this is the bulk of the filtration. This will filter out pretty fine particles of silt, debris and muck, and as the screen starts to get heavily soiled, less water can percolate through the screen, and so the water level increases and moves up. And beneath the screen here there's a water sensor, and it detects as the water level starts to rise, as the water hits the sensor. That will activate the screen. I can do it manually, and then automatically the screen will rotate, discharging all its muck into the collection cup here. Again, blue, something that can be taken off and cleaned. And with such a system like this, every few days you would lift the lid off, have a look and see, what kind of muck is in here, and really just periodically take this out and flick that waste off. Carrying on with the blue theme, we've also got here a little blue brush to clean the screen, and a rubber bung, which I'll show you what that does in a moment. If I lift this section up here, now you may see in other videos where I've explained what this filtration system does. But beneath the screen, we've now got a series of foams. A lot of mechanical filtration, but there's also a huge surface area on these foams where a lot of beneficial bacteria and microbes are going to live and help to process the fish waste, so biologically very active. So today I'm going to show you how to provide a backwash on this filter, and you can see it's pretty clean. If this was really clogged, water level would be much higher, even to the point of overflow here, where it can flow over the baffle. So this filter is just ticking over, but it needs a clean. Now, Oase provides you with a cleaning tool, which is attached to this little hook on the side of the filter here. Not easy to do this one-handed. Okay, here we go. So you'll see that on the base of the tool are two little raised lugs, and those lugs connect with these little holes here on top of these filter flow plates. And the idea is that connecting up like so, you can now compress this layer of foam and release some of the silt and the sediment that's caught up in it. Again, blue, we've got a little tap here, a drain valve that you can open up to purge the filtration system and drain it out of all of its waste water. And that comes out just down here. Now I'll attach a hose onto here and then run that off down to waste via a conveniently positioned drain. Okay, so the first step of backwashing this filter is to remove the blue bung that's attached to the top of the unit, and to cover over the 4-inch outlet return to the pond. There we go. So that's just blocking off the 4-inch outlet. Now the filter's not discharging or not draining away, so that the water level's going to rise. And the idea is we want the water to rise to just the top of these foams. There we go. Approaching the top, that will do. I'll switch the pump off. Okay, so now we've got the foams completely submersed. We can work our way along the individual clusters of foam, giving 3, 4, 5 good compressions. It's a bit like performing CPR on these sponges. There you go. You can see, this is a really clean unit. If it was filthy, you'd get so much muck coming off of this. This is a very practical way of cleaning these sponges. You know, it saves you having to dismantle the whole unit and give it a thorough clean. And most importantly, you're not over cleaning the system. You know, it would be very tempting if you see a dirty filter to take it all apart and get your hose out, get the jet wash out and give it a proper blast. And really, that's one of the worst things you can do to a filter. Filters need to be dirty to work effectively. They take a good 4 to 6 weeks to really start to establish and build up a good level of beneficial bacteria, which is important in an established filter. You know, filters work in many ways mechanically to physically trap the debris and the particles. Biological filtration is key in a filter because you need this level of beneficial bacteria to then process stuff you can't see. Hidden fish waste, ammonia into nitrite, into less harmful nitrate, all part of what's called the nitrogen cycle. And this is essential in a healthy pond, in a healthy environment and a healthy filter. So cleaning the foams like this, you're not over cleaning and you're preserving, by washing the foams out in their own pond water, you're preserving all these beneficial bacteria. So I'm going to work my way along and give these a really proper clean without holding the camera. And then I'm going to lift up the drain here and drain all this out. I'll refill the filter and I'll repeat this process again another time, and then I will drain it again, and that's it. That's the filter clean. Okay, so you can see here I fully emptied and drained out the filtration chamber here, and you can see all of the series of foams here, different colours corresponding to coarse, medium and fine foam, and these are all looking nice and clean. As I say, there was very little muck in here really anyway, but it was worth doing. You can see that the way the filtration system works, as the water enters into the chamber and percolates down over the screen and through and enters this chamber here where the foams are, the water has to flow through the foams to be able to get down to these little central channels that then divert the water through underneath this screen and into this final chamber here. There is an overflow. If these were really, really clogged and water couldn't get through, it would just rush over the top here, so you wouldn't have any issues with the filtration system overflowing. Now once you finish cleaning, it's really, really important that you remove the blue bung that you put in there to block off that 4-inch pipe. You do not want to switch on the system when this is covered over and walk away and forget about it. And don't ask me how I know. Okay, so I'm just restarting the system. Remove the bung from the outlet. The pump is switched back on. I've folded back down the mechanical screen. So this blue baffle here, we just flip back down and that diverts the water over the screen here. And I'm now going to clean this screen. I'll give it a bit of a scrub with the brush that comes provided. And I'll manually turn on this screen to do so. Just very simply give this a bit of a scrub and free up some of the muck. Thank you very much for watching. You've been watching Ed from Crystal Clear Aquatics, and this is another crystal clear tutorial. Thanks for watching.